As you saw, we did hear from the police chief last night. He is now joining us live this morning to elaborate a little bit more on the incident. Good morning, Chief Craig.
Hey, good morning, Simon. How are you doing this morning?
We're doing good. We want to ask you right out the gate. At a time when police-involved shootings are under more scrutiny than ever, what were your initial thoughts when you heard about the exchange of gunfire yesterday afternoon?
Well, it was important for me to get out as soon as we could, within an hour. I mean, literally 1 hour after the shooting incident, I made a statement because I understand the urgency of it. But instead, there were irresponsible individuals who started going to social media and putting out erroneous information. I'm talking about that we assassinated this young man, that he was on his front porch. I mean, and so certainly it angered some. And then you had the outsiders that came uh, in a mob-like fashion and started to attack our officers. So it was critically important to get out the video as soon as we could. And I really got to applaud our homicide section, certainly the men and women of the 12th precinct, and certainly our hero. I mean, when you look at that video, you can't help but look and say, wow, what an American hero. He was being fired upon, and without regard for his own safety, he pursued this armed violent suspect, uh, and just an amazing response by this officer.
And Chief, can you tell me how the officer and the other officers involved are doing this morning? What happens with them in the investigation next?
Well, we're going to continue with our investigation. As I pointed out yesterday, uh, even when we came out with our video, it wasn't even 12 hours into it. And so that was remarkable. So we're going to follow the same process that we always follow. But I think it's important for the community to know how quickly we came out with information so that we could educate the community with factual information, not this erroneous stuff that was really inciting violence. And so that's the challenge we face today. This knee-jerk reaction without the facts and assuming that because the officer had to use deadly force in some way, he was wrong.
And Chief, I know the investigation is ongoing, but do you know why Hakeem Littleton fired shots to begin with? He wasn't the one that was being arrested. What can you tell us so far?
What I can say is he made a statement. He was actually initially walking away from the contact, walking away.